Good evening, one and all. This is Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. We're going to be monitoring the Lake Ontario Radio Club net here, starting under a minute. And our net controller tonight is Bill, VA3IMW. Please stand by.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill and Dundas. And I'm your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. We are currently on our summer schedule and are meeting 3 times weekly, Sunday and Tuesday on this repeater at 7 p.m. and Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. And very soon we'll be going back to our regular schedule after the Labor Day weekend, which means we will add a Saturday net at 7 p.m. on this repeater and a Monday net at 7 p.m. on this repeater as well. And I believe Mac VA3IMW will also resume his single sideband net that took a hiatus for the summer, and that is at 8 p.m. on 446.125, and I believe after that they move up to 2 meters. So that is the breakdown on that, and with that, let's stand by and see if there are any time-sensitive or priority stations you'd like to check in. Come now. Okay, nothing heard. Stand by for anybody who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VA3LBI. VA3ZJC.
VA3WPG.
Okay, 3 stations in there heard from so far. Let's start out with Larry, VA3LBI, VA3IUK. Good evening.
Good evening, Bill. Everybody else? Sounded good, Bill. Glad Chris was over and helped you with that little project. And like I say, you're not quite done, but hopefully they'll be cleaned up this week and you can finish it and be in the proper location. Other than that, obviously barbecue night. I threw a chicken in a cast iron frying pan on the barbecue and cooked that up with some homemade fries. So all I can say is I'm full.
Oh man, that sounds good, and enjoy the barbecues while you can, Larry. Sounds good though.
Bill, I barbecue all year round, even if I have to clean the snow in front of it. I still like the taste of it, so we usually try to cook as much as we can out there. Obviously, it's too miserable, you can't do it. But anyway, again, Bill, thanks for doing it tonight, and I'll pass it back to you, VA3LBI.
There's dedication, Larry. Good for you. You're a serious barbecuer. Maybe you should have a YouTube channel. And let's, with that, let's pick up Jason and see how his day's gone. VE3ZJC, VE3IUK, good evening.
VE3IUK, VE3ZJC. Good evening, Bill, and everybody else on net. First, top of the order, I absolutely agree with Larry. Barbecue all year round if you've got a grill and the fortitude to do it. I absolutely am out there all year round cooking and stuff. For me, I've been away for a bit. We got some other family stuff going on that's taken up a bunch of time and kept me away from the radio. To get to see Rick Paulington Jr. So this is the AXJ son. I bought Rick Sr.'s 2730 off of him today. It's our second one in the fleet. This one is probably going to stay in the vehicle as a 50 watts dual bander, which is a little more power than the current radio's giving me. Other than that, I too was in front of some hot stuff working the meats today. I tried my hand at making bacon from scratch, so that was an adventure, and it turned out fantastic, and I just finished consuming said bacon for dinner. Other than that, my friend, nothing else from me. I'll send it back.
Well, it sounds like you've had a productive productive day and very good on the equipment there. I'm glad that it's going to be going to good use and got passed on to another ham, so that's good. Good for you, Jason. And was that smoked bacon that you made then? Did you actually smoke it, or was it liquid smoke?
Nope, that was actually smoked. I got up a little later than I wanted to this morning, but got out there, cleaned the smoker out, and threw the pork belly on there after it had been cured, and ran it through the smoker for about 4 hours with some hickory. Had a perfect amount of salt, and definitely had the smoke flavor and the smell, the aroma coming through. And then, cooled her off in the fridge, ran it through the deli slicer to get 3.5 millimeter, I think is personally the perfect thickness for bacon. Fried her up and threw her in some sandwiches for dinner. It was really, really good.
That sounds good, and you're not the only person I've heard mentioning smokers today. That must seem to be the topic for Sunday, because I heard Chuck and Vanya earlier talking about their experiences with beef jerky in a smoker.
Yep, absolutely. It is a versatile cooking apparatus. The pellet smoker is what I've got. It'll go as low as 165 for some heavy smoke, and as high as 500, so you can grill on it as well. And so in pizzas, burgers, steaks, whatever you want to do on there, that sucker's going to do it. And could not recommend getting a smoker more to anybody out there who likes cooking and grilling. It's, like I said, a fantastic piece of equipment. I got nothing else for you, Bill. I thank you for doing it, and I'll send her back so you can pick up whoever's behind you. VA3IMW back to that.
That sounds good, Jason. And one quick comment before I pick up Chris. There is a guy on YouTube by the name of Kent Rollins, and he does quite a few videos on smoking, so you might want to have a look at his channel. Maybe you'll pick up some tips. Anyway, let's pick up Chris and see how he's doing. On VA3WPG, VA3IUK. Good evening, Chris.
Who the hell's the village idiot?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Just give me a second to switch up to high power here. There we go. Other than that, VA3WPG, my radio excitement revolved around your antennas today. Other than that, no radio activity here. Gonna be having an early night, 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. Got stuff to do tomorrow. Other than that, I did notice, I forgot to mention that your staircase there makes it easier to access your antennas underneath there, so that's nice. Other than that, nice park across the way from you. We're going to hit that up sometime, as mentioned earlier. Other than that, I'll keep it quick tonight. VA3WPG will send her back.
Roger, Chris. Yeah, well, the old deck with there was getting kind of rickety and decapitated, sort of, that was what I'm looking for. Anyways, the old deck was becoming a mess, and maybe even a bit dangerous. Some of those boards were in bad shape. So, yeah, it's much nicer now, and appreciate your help. And, we'll hit that part maybe later in the week and just do some hunting. And, it's an interesting location. But, again, thanks for your help. Have a good sleep tonight. Hope you get everything done tomorrow.
All right, 73, everyone. Have a good one, and we'll be listening to the end of the net. VA3WPG.
That sounds good, Chris. And with that, let's see if there's anyone else. Let's check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club deck. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, recognizing 3 more stations there. We'll start with Albert, VA3BTV, 3IUK. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Bill, and everybody on frequency. I haven't been on there in a little while. Been off all week. Actually, it was a good week off. I'm not complaining. I kind of split it up. I did half with the RV there. Went up to Selkirk Provincial Park from Friday to we got back, I think, Tuesday, and left Wednesday to go up to 6 Mile Lake and spent the other half at a friend's cottage. It was a beautiful week. Can't complain. Other than that, not much more to report. We're back to Barrie this week. Oh, joy. But we got a long weekend coming up. So anyways, we'll hand it back over to you there, Bill, VA3BT.
I love the VA3BT. Yeah, you sound well rested there, Albert, and I'm glad that you had a good vacation and got your batteries recharged, and have a safe drive tomorrow, and thanks a lot for checking in.
Hey, not a problem there, Bill. Have yourself a good one. All the best. 7-3, VA3BT.
Okay, sounds good, Albert, and thanks for checking in. Let's pick up Mac, VA3IMW, VA3IUK. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Bill, and all on net. Yeah, wonderful weekend overall. Band conditions not as good today as they were yesterday. And I got to say that the HF bands were very, very cooperative yesterday afternoon. I managed to get out to Griffin House and activate that park. And was one of those magical days. I'm sure Chris can remember. Throw up the Pac-12 antenna and check the SWR, and it's flat. And that's the way it went for 40 and 20 meters. A bunch of contacts there. I think 52 is what I logged. Anyways, cute little place, nice and quiet because they're still doing some refurbishment and reconditioning on the property. So visitors were not coming and going. So a nice little quiet spot up on the hill. It was a bit of a hike from the parking at the Hermitage and then getting set up. And like I said, setting up and not having to use a tuner, that is always a treat. Anyways, it's Sunday night. Here we go again, back to the normal grind. Good to hear that Albert is back in town, and also that he can now get back to work because, everybody in Barrie is waiting for that facility to be fully constructed and open back up. But nonetheless, no, it's all good. Thanks for doing this one, Bill. Certainly appreciate it. VA3IMW, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Mac. VA3IMW, VA3IUK. Yeah, good on Griffin House. That's one I would like to get under my belt. But obviously, I can't make it by bus, so maybe I can impose on somebody before the snow flies and maybe get out to Griffin House. I wouldn't mind getting that activated. But there you go, Mac. 52 contacts, and conditions didn't look quite as good today, but still better than they have been previously. So would you like to give a quick plug for the September 21st get-together? I know that we have some new hams, so take it away, Mac.
Absolutely. And good evening, Guy. Guy, checking in from Ottawa on YouTube. Sorry for my spelling mistake there, but such as it is. All right. September 21st, Pier 4 Park. Getting together, probably starting at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's welcome. All of our amateurs here in this region, and anybody also from the outskirts. I wonder if I can get hold of Walter, and maybe this time he can actually show up. Who knows? Anyways, as I said, we'll be spreading the news with the Burlington and Hamilton amateur radio clubs, and that's the other thing I did want to mention. Monday night, tomorrow night, remember we're lending our support for checking in with Marty. The Hamilton Amateur Radio Club runs their net on Monday evening on their NCF repeaters. That's 444.075 on 70 centimeters. And on 2 meters, I think it's 146.760. So they're also available on Echolink and otherwise. So, we're looking forward to checking in with Marty tomorrow night. And yes, September 21st, that's the date. That's a Sunday. It's close to the equinox, and that's as close as we need to get. So Pier 4 Park, looking forward to seeing everybody there. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, and I'm glad you emphasized that it can be, this doesn't have to be people from our group. It can be anybody that is a ham and hears this transmission. So thanks a lot for that, Mac. And I know that everybody's looking forward to it. I am as well. It's always nice to get together and have a face-to-face with folks. So with that, let's pick up Chuck and see how his day's been going. VA3CJZ, VA3IUK.
He did it.
You said it. And good evening, Bill and all on net, VA3CJZ. Well, didn't really do a lot today other than really enjoy our green backyard that's freshly trimmed. It always feels like you appreciate it more when it's got a fresh trim there. And the wife has got, this is her last day of the first week of vacation, so she had a few doctor's appointments and that, dentist. And even though we didn't really do much, she got to take some time off work, and that's the important thing. Sorry, I missed Mac today, or was it yesterday? I haven't really throughout the day been doing much HF lately. There, I seem to do that more in the mornings before noon and later in the evenings. So thanks for doing this one, Bill. I want to remind everyone that we have the A-Reg coming up on Wednesday at 8 p.m. on 2 meters. Hope to hear you all then. And yeah, another long weekend coming up. So fear not. It looks like it's going to be a chilly couple of days to begin the week there. So back to you, Bill.
Yeah, fine, Chuck. Well, chilly. As long as it's not chilly enough for lawyers to put their hands in their own pockets, I don't think we'll be complaining because it's a break from the weather that we did have. And I know it's nice to be able to sleep with the windows open and not have everything shut up and having to use air conditioner. Yep, having it absolutely on Wednesday night. I think that I can speak for everyone when I say I think people look forward to that as a way of breaking up the week and getting through hump day, Chuck. So we certainly do appreciate that.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. And I always have a blast researching as well as doing the net. So thanks for that. Let's see, what else? I don't have much else to add. I'll let you see if there's anyone else, Bill. I'll be listening along.
Lawyers with their hands in their own pockets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie. Yep, thanks a lot, Chuck, and certainly appreciate you checking in. And with that, let's stand by for anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
VA3NFG.
VA3NFG, V3IUK. Good evening, Steve. How are you doing?
Good, Bill. Just enjoying my second of 2 days off here on the weekend. What I do today, finish cutting the grass and trimming it all up and getting all the stuff put in the leaf bags there, ready to be taken on Wednesday morning. But I'd rather get that done at the beginning of the week so I don't have to rush at the last moment. So yeah, I'm just out here in the driveway with my vehicle here, just checking the fluids, making sure everything's all good. As we all know, 4-cylinder engines seem to burn a little bit of oil, and so far I'm good to go. I haven't lost any. me there, Bill. Thanks for doing the net. And we'll send it back to you, VA3IMW.
So are you saying that your vehicle and you are both operating on all cylinders?
We are firing on all cylinders, most definitely.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm sorry I couldn't resist that. Well, thanks, Steve. I'm glad you enjoyed your time off, and it sounds like you've been able to recharge your batteries, and thanks a lot for checking in.
Not a problem. Anytime there, brother. Well, I don't know, what time is it now? It's 20 after 7. Oh, it's still early. We gotta pick up at least 5 more check-ins for sure.
Yeah, roger that. 7 so far, 8 including Guy on YouTube, so let's see if we can pick up some more. Anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now.
VA3XLJ.
VA3XLJ, VA3IUK. Good evening, Vanya.
Good evening, Bill, and everybody listening on the net or internet, I guess. So I wasn't being on the radio for quite a while now, and I really miss it, to be honest, but it is what it is. Hopefully the next 2 weeks are going to be the day shift, and it's going to work out a little bit better from now on. So I'm going to try to be more diligent so I can have a little bit more fun. So all the fun stuff, I really didn't do much, like other than work a funny name park in Newfoundland a little while ago, and I did activate the Algonquin Park one more time. I think it's like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and that's pretty much all my radio fun. Other than today, I did talk to Chuck briefly a little bit earlier, and this is my second time on the radio today, so see me. We're gonna grab a few posters while I'm sitting here in the basement, and we'll see how the thing goes. Back to you, Bill.
I heard you and Chuck earlier talking about your adventures in making beef jerky, and I think it was Chuck mentioning about adding the Dr. Pepper. I believe that from what I've seen videos on YouTube regarding beef jerky and using soda like that, it does help also to tenderize the meat apparently. So it sounds like it might be worth a try, but glad you're able to get some more radio time in, Vanya, and hope to hear you a little more over the next couple weeks then.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it, that's it. But regarding the beef jerky, so the second batch is being dehydrated right now, so probably around like 9 o'clock it should be done and ready. We're gonna bring it inside, let it cool down to the room temperature, put it in the Ziploc bag, and see how the thing tastes. But I think this one is gonna be even more bland because I have a less of the spices, but you won't go for waste. You can always add some Cajun seasoning on top of it, kind of like whatever. Anyways, back to you, Bill. VA3XLJ.
Contact VA3IMW.
Yeah, go ahead, Mac.
Oh my goodness, Vanya, you're telling me that you were in Newfoundland and we didn't hear from you. That's I dearly have a wish to get out there and activate from the furthest point east in Canada. Did you get out to Signal Point?
No. Maybe that I stated wrong or you misunderstood. I said I worked the station from the Newfoundland, from the Dildo Run Park. I don't know. Why would they call something like that? So it was like early in the morning, and I guess it was a U.S. code sign on vacation there, activating park. So it wasn't me being there, like it's just someone else. But if I go, I'll make sure I have a radio and the best possible antenna I can have for this occasion. Maybe, I don't know, for the Signal Park, probably I'm going to relive the same thing what I did here a couple of times and what Ed did. So we'll figure out something, maybe kind of like lower the post or whatever.
Okay, QSL. I guess I misunderstood. Yeah, it sounded like you were out in Newfoundland working the park, but you were working an individual at a park in Newfoundland. And we expect great things of you. You show up in Algonquin Park and all kinds of other funny places just out on a whim. So I just figured you took it upon yourself to make a trip to the East Coast. Anyways, yeah, I have a longing to get out to Newfoundland. I want to see that for myself, and it's a good trek, but I want to make sure that I get the opportunity to activate from Signal Point there, and I'm sure that the Europeans will be very receptive to my signal. Just jumping back to my activation yesterday at Griffin House, because I spotted on VEFF as well. Um, Three of my first four contacts were from Europe. Finland, Italy, and Germany. So they're quite interested in making VEFF contacts. So for anybody who's out there and activating parks, just remember also spot yourself with the Flora and Fauna Park so that you gain some interest from the Europeans. They're really active on flora and fauna, even more so than Parks on the Air. Anyways, Vanya, sorry to take up your time, but good to hear you, and I trust everything's going well in Oakville. I'll turn it back to you, and you can finish up with Bill. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is 7-3, Mark, and yeah, good day to you, and hopefully we're going to be hearing each other on the radio a little bit more next week or next couple of weeks. So 7-3, VA3 and Cody.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Vanya, and thanks, Mac, and thanks a lot for that tip. That's something I've never thought of, but obviously not a bad idea. So with that, let's stand by and see if there's anyone else who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club. That's come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo, Foxtrot Portable. Good evening, Bill.
VA3CRF, VA3IUK, very good signal into the repeater. Good evening, Vern. How's it going?
Pretty good, Bill. Just out for a walk right now. No surprise there. 23 degrees and feeling quite nice. Cooled off and hardly any humidity. A little bit of a breeze blowing right now. Just been listening along, and I got to say, the days are definitely getting shorter. I was looking at the Environment Canada app, and the sun goes down at 8:07 tonight. That's too early. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, but if you're an amateur radio operator and you do a lot of nighttime work on 40 meters, you love this time of year and beyond into the winters because the static crashes go down and bands like 80 and 40 meters become much nicer at night this time of year.
That is true. That is true, Bill. Listen, I wanted to, if Chuck is still there, we had talked earlier in the day about some issues related to QRM. He had mentioned that there was a plan D when there were issues on this repeater. And I'm pretty sure that he's emailed me before, but if he hasn't, my email on QRZ is correct. If he would just want to drop me a line in terms of what the plan B is. Back to you there, Bill. Hope Chuck's still around.
VA3CJZ, I copied that, Vern, and I'll be in touch.
I appreciate that, Chuck. Thanks very much. Yep, Bill, just as I mentioned, just enjoying the weather. It looks like it's not going to be that hot this week, which I'm pretty happy about. And yeah, looking forward to a nice upcoming week. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, I love this time of year when it starts to cool off a bit. With my fair skin, I don't do well in the heat or the sun, so we love September and October very much. So enjoy your walk, Vern, and thanks very much for checking checking in.
Thank you, Bill. I'll be listening along.
Okay, anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform.
There's somebody we haven't heard from for a while. VE3 Charlie Echo Uniform, VA3IUK. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Bill, and everybody else on the net there. Yeah, I was in Vancouver Island for 3 weeks. Really enjoyed myself. Had a really nice vacation. Hopefully I'll have a lot more vacations while I'm retired. Yeah, so I decided I'd better turn that radio on to make sure everybody still knows that I'm still alive.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're on the right side of the soil, and we're also glad that you had a good trip west.
Yeah, so it's great. Yeah. Not much else is new. Still unpacking things and stuff like that. And yeah, if there's a sideband net there, I'm going to get my other radio warmed up and get the cobwebs out of it and join in there as well. So nothing much else new at this end there, Bill. So I'll pass it back to you. Maybe we'll get some more check-ins there, and we'll be listening along. VA3CEU.
Yeah, Roger to that, Tomash, and I think we could just confirm with Mac right now, but I believe the sideband net will not start till after Labor Day. Is that correct, Mac?
Yep, QSL. Welcome back, Thomas. Good to hear you. Also, yes, sideband net is on a summer hiatus, and we'll start up around the time frame of the Labor Day weekend.
Okay, Matt, thanks for that. And yeah, I'll be listening along. And I guess we got this net. We got the Wednesday night net A-Reg as well. So yeah, still some radio to do. Okay, thanks very much, and we'll pass it back to you, Bill, and have a good evening.
Yep, don't forget there's also the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net on the NCF repeater on Monday night at 7 p.m. And then Tuesday we're on this repeater for another one of these.
Roger that.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen, and glad we got that straightened away. Any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now.
Fixer for
VE3, every known joke.
VE3KJ, VE3IUK. Good evening, Bill. How are you?
Pretty good. Just doing what I do best. Sitting on my butt watching TV.
Did you get any awards for that?
Chuck in my butt.
An Oscar.
Very good. Well, thanks for checking in, Bill, and enjoy being a couch potato.
Well, I decided long ago, Bill, that if you didn't use something too much, you were less likely to break it.
Yeah, but then again, there's also the fact if you don't use something, atrophy can set in, so it's a bit of a catch-22.
Sadly, when you get really old, it happens anyways. It's an occupational hazard of life, I guess.
Yeah, well, there's something about getting old and the law of diminishing returns as well, so there you go.
Yeah, but boy, do I have memories to brag about.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and maybe make some people's hair turn white or curly, that's for sure. Well, thanks a lot for checking in, Bill, and have a good evening.
No problem. And I just jumped in a few minutes ago. Have there been a lot of check-ins so far? I assume you started at 7.
Well, including YouTube, there's been 12 check-ins.
Very good. And just out of curiosity, things went well with your antenna?
Yeah, we made some good progress today, and looking to make some more in the future.
cold quieting on a bunch, so I assume the dual bander went up. And what about the HS?
Yep, the HF antenna's up, and there are plans to maybe get it up into a tree, so that will have to be a little covert, but there are plans to do that.
Yeah, well, I'd help, but my tree climbing days are gone. Still remember a joke. One of my first jobs 100 years ago was the Hamilton Coaxial Company, and for TV, one of the guys always had the same old joke. He says he went up a pole and he came down a Russian.
Gee, I haven't heard that in a while. No, this will involve some fly casting, Bill, to get that up into a tree.
VA3CP.
VA3CP, VA3IUK, good evening, and how you doing?
Good, Bill. Hey, I want to ask the other fellow there a question. Did you work for Owen Boris?
Nope, it's Bill here in the North End, by the way, V3KJ. And Owen was mountain cable. Although I got to know him because I wound up very shortly after I had gone to LA Vera, the electronic distributor. And once in a while, Owen would come in to see some stuff at the counter. I still remember he was a little bit taken aback. There was an article about how to build your own descrambler when the pay TV had just started. And Owen came and he asked for me because he thought I'd know more what was going on. I was sort of lower middle management. At any rate, he said, I see you guys are handing out these kits, which was basically not a real kit. It was just the counterman got tired of filling out the same parts list for people, so he just started bagging all the parts, selling it as a bag, make life easier. And he says, well, I guess there's nothing legal we can do about that, he says, but he says, did you build a descrambler? I says, yeah, I did, but I says, I wound up taking all the parts off it. It got boring. I think that hurt his pride even worse.
Okay, Bill. Yeah, I know who it was. I thought that Owen started General Coax up on the mountain before it became Mountain Cablevision.
That would have been a year or two previous to me. But, and then I knew him definitely when it became Mountain. And I knew the guys in Niagara Coaxial in the Creek better some years later. And the Carl, the engineer there, a Bavarian fellow originally, hell of a nice guy. We approached him asking if we could put our UHF repeater that we were building up on their site, and he said sure. I think he saw us a lot like when he was a kid. Most of the folks in that industry were really, really good people and supportive of anything to do with ham radio.
Yeah, very good. Well, I worked for Owen for Mountain Cablevision, and then Shaw Cable, then Rogers. Sitting at the same desk for 10.5 years. So the Mountain Cablevision period was for Owen. Okay, I'll let you carry on, but I just wanted to jump in on that business about talking about the coaxial startup. Go ahead, Bill. V3IUK, VA3CP.
Contact VA3IMW.
Yeah, go ahead, Mac.
Owen Boris, there's a name I haven't heard in a lot of years. Made acquaintance with a gentleman when I was working at the Hamilton Airport back in the late 70s. And other than the fact that he was involved with cable television, he also had an aircraft. And I remember the day that he forgot to put his gear down. Made a real mess of the underside of his airplane and his propellers. Anyways, what's that? Charlie Foxtrot, Mike Oscar Bravo. was the call sign of the airplane. Anyways, he survived, and I'm sure that the aircraft was repaired and put back into service. But that he probably bruised his reputation more than his soul. But anyways, just a little story to share with you there. Back to you, Bill. Thanks.
His experimental plane was at the Warplane Heritage when they had a reception for, like after his funeral, and also the speedboat that he used to drive, VA3CP.
Yeah, he was definitely all over the place. Lots of hobbies. Not sure he did any one of them really well, but he was all over the place.
Yeah, okay, carry on, Bill.
Okay, gentlemen, no, that's fine. That's all quite interesting anyway. Okay, let's stand by and see if there's anyone else who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. Okay, before I close the net down, any more comments, rechecks before I close the net down? VA3IUK listening.
VA3WPG.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Again, no big rush for it, but just before the end of the night, take that Quansheng off the charger. Just you see in the condition of that battery, and I don't want anything to overheat overnight.
No, and I just checked down, it's charged up, so we'll take it off the charger, and tomorrow I'll flash it for you.
Okay, cool, no problem. I don't leave that particular one without I don't leave that one alone by itself. Okay, I just want to be sure. VA3WPG.
Charged up in the normal amount of time and did not overheat.
And I just got to throw some crazy glue on that battery or some tape or something, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of tape. Like red-green duct tape forever.
Don't find it handsome, they should at least find it handy.
There you go. Actually, that just reminds me of actually watched that movie before, so who would ever think that you could make a full-length movie about duct tape?
Actually got his book, and it's autographed by him when he came to the boat show in Manitoba many years ago. I got a autograph from him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Makes me want to go back and watch that movie again. Anyway, thanks for that, Chris.
No problem. VA2WPG 73 everywhere.
Anyone else before I close the net down, just to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out? VA3IUK standing by.
Just a quick question, Bill. Do you normally attend the Hamilton Flea Market in Ancaster towards the end of this month?
Yeah, I will most likely be there, yep.
Okay, I'll wind up fighting you for the boat anchors then. B3, KJ.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Actually, I think I've got a couple other things to look for, and the boat anchors are not on the list unless I find a Q multiplier for an HQ129X, because somewhere's over the years that disappeared.
I see them on the swap pages once in a while. The hamshack.ca, and of course the Ontars one, and the KW swap shop. Over the past year or two, I've seen it come up once or twice. If you're serious about it, I'll keep an eyeball peeled for you.
Yeah, quite serious about it, because that's part of the original radio. So yeah, it would be quite serious.
Okay, it's a lot easier to look for something like that posted than to actually have to climb a tree for you, so I'll be glad to help.
Just nice to know that somebody knows what I'm talking about, too, because I'm not sure if everybody, is familiar with that radio and how the Q multiplier works.
Those radios, though, if you don't mind the extra weight and
sizes. You know, in a lot of ways, I think they outperform a lot of solid state stuff nowadays. There's certainly something called phase noise, which most guys don't even know they got it. The only way you can really tell is if you had a boat anchor and with tubes and a solid state rig side by side, and you put them on the same antenna, and you can definitely hear the noise level difference. And then there's also audio quality. But I will admit that usually the solid state stuff is a little easier on the back.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's something I would love to get set up in the ham shack here and actually use it as a second receiver. So that's sort of what I have in mind. But thanks a lot for that, Bill, and I certainly appreciate that.
No problem. I'll let you go after any last minute Charlies here. VA3IUK, VA3KJ.
Yeah, sounds good. For Dave's edification, he was took the coveted 13th spot tonight. So I hope you don't have, what is that word? I can never pronounce it quite correctly, but triskaidekaphobia or something like that. Anyways, fear of the number 13. Anyway, with that, let's just take one more standby before I close the net down. V3IUK listening.
VA3MHV, no tridecaphobia tonight there, Bill.
Oh, you're number 14, so you have never heard of the fear of number 14, so I think you're safe, Mark.
Copy that. Glad to hear you made progress on your antennas, Bill, and put me in the log, sir.
You are in the log, and you are number 14. Thanks a lot for checking in, Mark. Okay, with that, I'd like to thank Terry, V3IQL, for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. Thanks to all you folks that checked in. Always interesting, always informative, and always a pleasure to do this net. So with that, I'll say 7-3 to everyone. We'll be listening for a while after I close the net down. So this is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill and Dundas starting this repeater. Back to normal amateur use. 7-3 and good evening all.
Hey Bill, Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Romeo Fox. Good net. And I just wanted to tell you that I appreciated the comment about Red Green and duct tape. Love that guy. Missed that show and didn't have a chance to. I don't remember if he was to go to that. I don't know if he did before, which was Smith and Smith, which was with his wife and his kids. You go.
Yeah, Roger, I remember that, and it always I just get a kick out of the fact that somebody could make a full-length movie about duct tape. I was able to get a copy of that movie a couple of years ago, and it's hilarious.
Sad point that Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith separated, and that was the end of the Smith and Smith routine. But he continued on with his He-Man Woman Haters Club and all the rest of that stuff. Anyways, just for everybody's information, triskaidekaphobia is the fear of number 13, but as far as the fear of number 14, there is no individual name for that, but it falls under the category of arithmophobia, which is the fear of numbers overall. Thanks again for doing this one, Bill, and we'll bid you 7 threes.
Very correct, Mac. I couldn't think of that word off the top of my head, but I knew that existed as well. I just know that I remember a blues song a few years ago, and it was actually called tridecaphobia, and that's how a guy pronounced it. He didn't use the right pronunciation of the word. He truncated it for the song, and it came out as tridecaphobia.
It's almost like remembering the crackers, right? Triscuits, triskaidekaphobia. That's the fear of number 13. And if you come to the number 23, that's another discussion altogether.
Oh, I didn't know the significance of number 23.
Oh, look it up. There's been a movie about that.
Oh, I shall do that. That sounds interesting.
All right, 7-3, 1-0. That's how we say goodbye.